Welcome to Little Apple Handmade. In this episode, we are going to crochet a pea pod. It mainly consists of a pea pod shell and 3 little peas. We can turn it into a cute bag charm like this, or make it into a sweet hair clip. I am using for ply milk cotton yarn, paired with a 2.0mm crochet hook for this demonstration. Now, let us begin crocheting this together. We will start our crochet work right now. Let us craft the pea pod shell part first. Use the army green yarn to make a slip, knot, and foundation chain. After finishing the slip, knot, we will crochet 21 chain stitches. Yarn over and pull through to make 1 chain stitch. Yarn over and pull through to make 2 chain stitches. Everyone can just follow this simple method to crochet a total of 21 chain stitches. Now 21 chain stitches are completely finished. We will work single crochets into the second chain from hook 1, 2. Insert your hook into the second chain, stitch from the hook. With your crochet hook, grab only the top loop of the second chain, stitch from the hook. Pull the yarn through. There are now 2 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops at once. Just like that, we have finished a single crochet stitch. For beginners, place a stitch marker on the very first single crochet stitch. Mark it carefully. Into the next chain stitch, we will make a half double crochet stitch. Yarn over your crochet hook. Grab only the top loop of the next chain stitch. Pull the yarn through. There are now 3 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all loops at once. Just like that, we have finished a half double crochet stitch. In the next chain stitch, we will work a double crochet. Yarn over your crochet hook. Grab only the top loop of the next chain stitch. Pull the yarn through. There are now 3 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. Next, we will work 14 treble crochets without any increase or decrease. Let us demonstrate how to make a treble crochet stitch. Wrap the yarn around your hook once, twice, then insert into the top loop of the next chain stitch. Pull the yarn through. There are now 4 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. Just like that, we have completed a treble crochet stitch. Each chain stitch corresponds to 1 treble crochet stitch. We will work a total of 14 treble crochet stitches. Now 14 treble crochet stitches are completely finished. Next, we will crochet a double crochet stitch. Yarn over your crochet hook. Grab the top loop of the chain stitch and work a double crochet stitch. Next, we will make a half double crochet stitch. Now there is only 1 last chain stitch left. We will work 2 single crochet stitches into this very last chain. Stitch. Make 2 single crochet stitches right here in the same spot. Next, we will mirror our stitches and crochet into the corresponding insertion points on the opposite side, at the intersection points where the 2 strands meet like this. Right here at the very first intersection point, we will work a half double crochet stitch. We can take this remaining yarn tail at the back and place it neatly on top of the crochet hook, so we can hide the tail as we crochet along. Next, we will work a double crochet stitch. Following that, we will match each intersection point with 1 treble crochet stitch, working a total of 14 treble crochet stitches. Now the 14 treble crochet stitches on this side are finished. Into the next intersection point right below, we will work a double crochet stitch. Next, let us make a half double crochet stitch. At the very last intersection point, we will work a single crochet stitch. Then work a slip stitch into the stitch where we placed the marker. Insert your crochet hook into that first stitch. Pull the yarn through. There are now 2 loops remaining on your hook. Simply pull the first loop right through the second loop on your hook. Just like that, we have finished a slip stitch. Pull the slip stitch tight to secure it. Chain 1 and next we will crochet the second round. The rule for the second round is to work without any increase or decrease. Just crochet single crochets and we can take off the stitch marker now. Work 1 single crochet into each stitch. Insert the hook into the first stitch and make a single crochet. Work a single crochet into the second stitch. We will match each stitch with 1 single crochet stitch. At the end of this round, there will be a total of 40 single crochets. And that is the end of our second round. Into the very first single crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch to join. Then chain 1 and we can safely cut the yarn. After weaving in this remaining yarn tail for a few stitches, we can also go ahead and snip it off right away. Let us hide the yarn tail on the back of the piece. Then we will turn the right side out like this. Just like that. The lovely pea pod shell part is completely finished. Now we will crochet the little peas. Use the sprout green yarn to make a magic ring. Insert your crochet hook into the ring. Pull the yarn through. There is now 1 loop on your hook. Yarn over and pull through to secure. Next we will work 6 single crochet stitches into the ring. Insert the hook back into the magic ring. Pull the yarn through. There are now 2 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops. And that is how we finish 1 single crochet stitch. For beginners, into the first single crochet stitch of every round. Please place a stitch marker to keep track. Insert your hook into the ring again. Pull the yarn through. There are now 2 loops remaining on your hook. Yarn over and pull through both loops at once. Just like that, we have finished a single crochet stitches. Everyone can just follow this method around the ring to crochet a total of 6 single crochet stitches. Now 6 stitches are done. Pull the yarn tail tight to close the ring. Into the very first single crochet stitch, we will work a slip stitch. Insert your hook into that first single crochet stitch. Pull the yarn through. Simply take the first loop on your hook and pull it right through the second loop at the back. Just like that, we have completed a slip stitch. The slip stitch will also create a small stitch loop like this. We need to pull this slip stitch loop nice and tight. Use your middle finger to hold the loop on the hook and pull up. This way, the slip stitch loop becomes small and hidden. Chain 1 and next we will crochet the second round. The stitching pattern for our second round is to make 6 single crochet increases. An increase means working to single crochet stitches in the same stitch. Insert your hook into the first stitch. Pull the yarn through and work a single crochet stitch. Insert the crochet hook back into the first stitch and work 1 more single crochet stitch. Just like that, we have completed our first increase set. Everyone can just follow this same method, working to single crochet stitches into every single stitch. At the end of this round, there will be a total of 12 single crochet stitches. And that is the end of our second round. Into the very first single crochet stitch, work a slip stitch to join. Chain 1 and next we will crochet the third round. The pattern for the third round is to work without any increase or decrease. Crochet 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch. At the end of this round, there will be a total of 12 single crochet stitches. For the following 4th round, simply repeat the method of the third round by working without any increase or decrease. Just crochet single crochets and follow this way to completely finish both the third and 4th rounds. And that is the end of our 4th round. Into the very first single crochet stitch, Work a slip stitch to join. Chain 1 and next we will crochet the 5th round. The stitching pattern for our 5th round is to make 6 single crochet decreases. Let us demonstrate how to work a decrease stitch. Insert the hook into the front loop of the first stitch. The front loop is the half loop that sits closer to us. Then insert into the front loop of the second stitch. There are now 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. Just like that, we have completed 1 decrease stitch. Let us demonstrate it one more time. Insert the hook into the front loop of the 3rd stitch. Then insert into the front loop of the 4th stitch. There are now 3 loops on your crochet hook. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Yarn over again and pull through the last 2 loops. Everyone can just follow this same method to work 6 decrease stitches consecutively. At the end of this round, there will be 6 single crochets left. Now the 6 decrease stitches of the 5th round are completed. Let us pull the stitch loop a bit larger. We will stuff an appropriate amount of fibre fill inside the piece. Into the very first single crochet stitch. Work a slip stitch to join. Pull it tight and leave a slightly longer yarn tail for closing. Use a sewing needle to catch the front loops of the 5th round. Then pull the yarn tail firmly to close the opening. We will hide the remaining yarn tail right inside the piece. Just like that, our little pea is completely finished. Please follow the same method to crochet 3 of them in total. Now we can begin assembling everything together. Let us keep the beautiful side of the pea facing outward. This other side is where we made the decreases, so it looks a little less defined. We will apply a small amount of hot melt glue to the bottom. There we go. Just like that, our lovely pea pod is fully crocheted and completed. Finished. We can turn it into a charming little bag pendant like this, or choose to attach it securely onto a sweet hair clip. Both ways are absolutely wonderful.